Happy Thursday, St. Luke's on the Lake. This is Father Justin here with your Thursday Tidings. First, I want to talk about Hurricane Laura and our disaster response. Many of you might see we're shifting gears from refugee services as our drive in August to a new drive in September that will be focused on infants and babies and how we can support those in our local community. So read about that. We're going to do that. But I don't want you to think we're being insensitive to the disaster review. I have spoken to our disaster coordinator, Alan Griswold. We are awaiting the arrival of Laura. And given that we live in a world of COVID, we are going to have to be sensitive about how we respond. But thankfully, Alan has so many contacts along the Gulf Coast because of all the wonderful work you've done at St. Luke's through his and many others' ministries, that we're going to build on that network to find out how we can support folks. So that will become forthcoming after the hurricane passes and the needs arise. We'll be in touch with you then. Another thing, actually nobody's asked me about this, but I want to just address it. What about the 745 service? As you heard me in my reopening letter, if you've read that in the video, talked about 9 and then opening up at 11:15. Those two times historically are times you remember pre-COVID, but we didn't select those times because of pre-COVID times. 9 o'clock was chosen because that's when we're doing our online streaming right now, so we want to hold that time slot since it's familiar. And then we wanted to give ourselves time to flip the space and clean up and wanted 11:15. We also opted not to move the 9 o'clock earlier, not knowing how early volunteers need to arrive to prepare the space and prepare for your arrival. So as we move into this, there's a possibility we'll bring the 745 back as an option. Again, that would give us 3 options of 50 people, but we want to see how long it takes to get the space ready, to check people in, and use the 2 clergy who can celebrate Holy Communion effectively with the largest and safest population versus a group of just 10 or 12 throughout several days. So we're trying to maximize how many people can be together, because every time we're with you, if somebody tests positive, just as a reminder, we clergy have to quarantine. So in the event that both Jim and I are exposed in a service to somebody with COVID, then both of your clergy who can celebrate communion will be out for 14 days. John Campbell, our curate, Father John, is just ordained a deacon, so he can't work in as a celebrant just yet until, if he's still with us when he gets ordained a priest at that point. Then we'll have 3 clergy who can celebrate communion, which will change things. So to my 745ers, I have not forgotten about you, and I know you're probably thinking we're already a small congregation, and that is a good thing, and that is also a thing that made me move a little bit differently, because I need to try to get 50 people in every service, just to try to maximize opportunities. So I haven't forgotten about you. Very well can see that added to the lineup after we work into this late into September, early October. We just want to get our feet wet. And last but certainly not least, prayer cards, service to others. You will see a new batch of medical workers we need to write prayer cards to. Please respond. Let us know if you can respond to those, or if you just want to be on the list to be called upon to do that. Some of you have made that known to us. We would love to continue to support our local healthcare workers with prayer, and I need you to sign up and let us know you can do that. Other than that, I'll see you online on Sunday. You get a chance to hear Father John and his first sermon here at St. Luke's. So join us this Sunday for worship. Have a great rest of your week.